everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. He won't go down. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Over.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Muscles him off. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go now. Blue, landed.
Here's Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Freeman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. Room here to run. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
You know it's really hard. It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. With this drive, he's come alive, and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. A first carry now for Wendell Smallwood. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Smallwood. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9, 3.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Finding time. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Sheldon Richardson in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. See if they stay on the ground for second down. It's second down. Dalton looking. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Sets up the screen to Forte. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Taken from just outside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yep. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect that.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
They send Thomas out to the right by himself. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Here we go now. Green 30.
Again, he'll drop to throw. his man on the out route. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
It's a give to Freeman running right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second down following the run.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Freeman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time. And they'll back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down. They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Now back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go now.
And from the 3 now, it's second and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Hurry up, here we go.
Big play here. Third down and goal from the 2. Now it's Freeman, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
There are certain anything less than a touchdown that caps it. Feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Carpenter knocks it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the defensive unit now for the Buccaneers onto the field. They got the stop last time that resulted in a punt, and then it resulted in 3 for their offense.
And this is one time where the defense won't get credit for creating points, but that's exactly what they did. All right, forced them into a punt, turned it over to their offense, and guess what? Points went on the board.
Points went on the board, 3 of them. Now they'll be looking for another stop.
So much of the game today we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Second down, Dalton. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
On first down, this is Forte. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 7 yards to go on second down. Again they run, again it's Forte. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21. Yards there as they convert on 3rd. And now a first down following that long gain. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Allen's got it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Second down now after the pass completion. Forte, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. 3rd down from the gun. Dalton. Catch here, left side. Thomas. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Matt Forte taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble. Recovery touchdown for Arizona. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
Looking to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kelvin Benjamin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
Partner, you know the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Connects with Sanu right side. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Thomas has got it, complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. A dump off to Forte. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw again. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Their big tight end, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They juked him. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive begins with a run by Forte. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Second down, Dalton. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down. Third down from the gun, Dalton. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final act of the first half, Dalton. He's going to loft one, deep left, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Buccaneers are happy to be in front.
Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. That'll bring up second down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. On second down, Forte. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got time in the pocket. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
12 yards on the return there. Time. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Big play there, 46 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Now Carpenter to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll try to get the running game going with Forte. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
They stay on the ground. Forte again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. A big play for balance.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. And he's got Sanu. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Second and 10. Dalton once more. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a third and inches. So third and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On the ground, Forte, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Matt Forte, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a Matt Forte touchdown run. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And some space here. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Devontae Freeman, 67 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So they're going to go for 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Here we go. Green, 30.
And the play clock's running down. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
First and 10 for Dalton. He's got time. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Dalton now to pass. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. They'll try and get it with Forte. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Use. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Dalton, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. So Dalton now letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points. And
you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This is taken at his 4. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. And the numbers show the improvement, and this is kind of what we thought we would expect to see from him. I know we overanalyze these things sometimes, but what switch? What's flipped that switch?
Sometimes I think when you're as great as he is, you just kind of roll out each game and expect good things to happen. And that's not always the case. Those guys on the other side of the ball, they're the NFL 2 for a reason. So maybe at halftime he gets a chance to regroup, kind of get it back together, get a little extra resolve, and now he's putting it into practice.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And some room to maneuver. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Devontae Freeman, 77 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Carpenter now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Buccaneers now. A field goal last time is what they gave up. In a close game, all these drives start to feel so critical.
And they are. And, you know, we've met so many defensive coordinators who just really hate the bend but don't break mentality. They're much more of the aggressive school. But that mentality has won a lot of games. If you're only giving up field goals on drives, that usually keeps you in it and gives your offense a chance to retaliate.
Yeah, and right now it's got him with the lead.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Second down, Dalton. Catch here, left side, Thomas. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. This is fielded at the 7. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Leopard! Detroit! Here we go now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. second down following the run.
Right. 3 down. Here we go now. 3 down.
Now the backup Savage. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So the offense has it first and 10. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and long, it's Savage. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Carpenter knocks it through, and their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Carpenter now, after the made field goal, will kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Dalton throwing on second down. A dump off to Forte. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. Third down. One receiver left, three to the right.
Blue 10. Blue 10.
Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And the Cardinals now heading out to defend. And 3 points surrendered on the last drive against them. They bent a little bit, but they didn't break.
I like that, and that's not always wrong. We run into a lot of coordinators that talk about, well, if I give up 3 points, my whole day's ruined. Actually, it's not. Just giving up field goals usually gives your team a chance to win if you're playing good defense.
Yeah, especially in the National Football League. Taking it right down Broadway. The 20, 10, 5, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Now Carpenter to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. It's second down. Dalton looking. Drops it underneath to Forte. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
380.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Blue 10. Blue 10.
This will be Dalton again. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. And he's able to find Diggs. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. The first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. And it'll be Dalton again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in a running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got Sanu. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Another chance for Dalton. Finding time. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
And he comes back with one complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. So here we go on fourth. Savage. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down but come up empty. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.